Hello, everybody, and welcome to Live from the Bunker with Eddie Peppertone. I mean Sven, the Swedish clown. I mean Eddie Peppertone. I mean Sven, the Swedish clown. I'm not going crazy. Here we go. Sven, the Swedish clown, you mean? You mean Sven? I'm not losing my mind. I'm Sven, not Eddie Peppertone. Hello, everybody. I'm a Sven, the Swedish clown, not Eddie Peppertone. That's right. Look, when you're in the bunker during the pandemic, you can play with Flash, you know? Like, this is me because I'm little and Flash is big. Hey, Barry Allen, I hear that you have to ration your Speed Force. Yes, I do, Sven. Oh, well, Barry Allen, we have to ration food and toilet paper and Lysol and everything during... Oh, but the Speed Force is more important. Bullshit, Barry Allen. Bullshit, Barry Allen. Don't you curse at me, Sven. I am going to... Also, you can visit your family during the pandemic. This is my father, and this is me. Hello, Daddy. Sven, you need to get a job. No, I don't want to get a job. You're a failure. Mother, can you protect me? No, Sven, you need to get a job. You're a failure. Go to hell, Mommy and Daddy. Hi, everybody. It's Eddie Peppertone. And that is one of my alter egos, Sven, the Swedish clown. And, there's different ways to cope with the coronavirus, and role-playing is one of them. I just want to say hi to everybody. If this is your first time in the bunker, it doesn't get pretty here. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in North Hollywood. As you can see, there's some light coming in. Not much light. Not much light at all. If you have questions for me and my guest today is comedian Blair Socci. She'll be joining us in about 7 minutes. I want to talk to you about some horrible developments regarding the pandemic. Have you seen the video of celebrities singing John Lennon's Imagine? That's worse than anything going on in Italy. What the hell are these celebrities doing? I like Mark Ruffalo. Jimmy Fallon, I expect that from Jimmy Fallon. Are you trying to lift our spirits? Are you trying to lift our spirits by singing Imagine? Imagine if we had free health care instead of, a nice little Imagine song. Imagine if our government gave a shit about us. Imagine that. Huh? Celebrities, listen, there's a reason that I stay on the periphery of celebrity, so I don't have to play that fucking bullshit game. I am here with my wife and 2 dogs and 2 cats, and it's gritty. It's very gritty. We don't sing any celebrity songs. If there was a song I was going to sing, it would be, Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey Joe. Anyway, so it's good to have you in the bunker. 11,000 cases now in the U.S., and that's going to just grow.
The coronavirus is just going to grow. I'm in a category, by the way. I am 61 years old. I know I look good, but I'm 61, and I think I'm in a risk category. So who knows how long you will have me here for. So spread the word about Live from the Bunker. We do it Monday through Friday. We had Tim Dillon on yesterday. Tim is amazing. We're going to have him on once every couple of weeks. We'll see how we'll see how long it goes. I'm just laughing because Dan Natterman, my buddy Dan Natterman, said Peter Engel is doing fine. Peter was one of the geniuses behind Last Comic Standing. I actually was in Last Comic Standing twice. I was with Dan Natterman, and can you believe I was in Last Comic Standing? Now, if Last Comic Standing is not a harbinger of the horrors that we're going through, I don't know what is. I think someone has a question. Where'd you get that hat, Jack? Yeah, I bought this bowler hat in a Hollywood costume store. It's actually a Halloween store on Magnolia. Anyway, so 11,000 coronavirus cases and counting. I took a foray to get some medicine for my doggy. My wife just reminded me of a song that I sing. You know what song I would sing instead of Imagine? It would be Mayday. Mayday. It would go like this. Mayday! 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 They're beheading people at the Arc Light. By the way, do you see that there are a line of people waiting to buy guns now? Oh joy, what trust we have in our fellow man. That's what happens in a capitalist society, is that you don't trust anybody. By the way, another big development that is really fucked up, to me anyway, I mean, a lot of you, I don't know how political you are, I think the fact that Joe Biden is going to be our nominee for Democrat is just fucking horrific. It should have been Bernie Sanders, and the DNC jumped on him. And today, Tulsi Gabbard, who I really like a lot, endorsed Biden. And I got to find out about that. What's next? Jimmy Dore endorsing Joe Biden? Come on. Let's see. If you're in entertainment, by the way, you can make this crisis work by dropping off your headshots at agents and managers' homes. They are home. Find out where they live and go there. Do an audition at their home. They're captive now. Let's see. Joke. The virus was created by Netflix so people stay home and watch Ozark Season 3. Now, yeah, everybody is just staying home and watching Netflix, right? I actually do like Ozark. I know a woman who writes on Ozark, actually. I don't know. What else are you going to do? Write a screenplay or write a novel? We all know that's not going to happen. I'm laughing at myself because, you know, this is a great time to write and do productive things. And I don't know. Maybe I will. By the way, all right, well, let's see if Blair is on the line. By the way, let's see if Blair is waiting to go on. Go live. Hold on, everybody. I'm just trying to see what's going on. I don't see. All right. I don't see Blair. I'm here. Blair, where are you? Blair, request to come on. You have to request to come on. I don't know. It didn't work. Anyway, Blair is trying to request to come on, and I'll continue with my rant about the fact that we are in a deteriorating society. Blair, did you hear me? Just request to go on. People lining up to buy guns. So I went and got my dog some Apoquil, which is an anti-itch medication. And sometimes I put that on my cereal, by the way. Oh, okay, here we go. I got Blair. Here we go. Okay. Adding Blair now, and then here we go. When Blair comes in, we are going to talk to Blair. We're connecting. There you are.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Blair. How are you?
I'm doing well considering. How are you?
I'm doing well considering too, and I think some people thrive in this kind of environment. You know what I mean? Because they're already people who are loners. You know what I mean?
I do know. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Honestly, I don't like hanging out with people that much.
By the way, it's hilarious how there you go. There you are. Yes, you don't like hanging out with people. That's funny because your personality seems very gregarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's because I have to save it up, though. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
And once I'm around people for even a little bit, I need quadruple the time alone.
Yeah, I know. We give so much as stand-up comedians. We're givers. And the people watching this are takers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You guys are succubuses. I can't even believe it.
I think the term is succubi.
I know. I knew that as it came out. But the world is ending, so what does it even matter? You know?
I don't know. You know, I go back and forth. Isn't this weird? Like, I go back and forth with, my crazy mind. I go back and forth between thinking the world is ending to thinking it's going to be okay. Like, I go back and forth. Like, 1 minute I'll be like, you know what? I think things are going to be okay. And then the next minute I'll be like, Eddie, you're going to die. You know what I mean? Do you do that?
Yeah. I do.
You do?
It's like, I don't know. This could be a long time, though. I mean, this is a very bizarre time in history.
To say the least. To say the least. I mean, I've read studies, and I don't mean to brag that I read and that I have access to studies, but
Thank you for your apology.
But I have read studies that say 1 million Americans can die. I wish we could pick them out. You know what I mean? I wish, by the way, I don't know, you should get this app where every time someone tests positive for the coronavirus, I get a ping on my phone. And every time someone dies with the coronavirus, I get a ping on my phone. By the way, that's another thing with comedians, right? I don't know, I'm sure some of this stuff is inappropriate.
Right.
That I'm saying right now, and some people are going to get offended. But that's what comedians do, right? Where we go into the darkest recesses and we make fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, try to have some fun in the darkness. You know?
That's what I said, Blair. You're supposed to
into the abyss. This shit is crazy. Everyone's so mad at Gal Gadot today. Did you see the Imagine?
Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman? What did she do?
She organized like a celebrity sing along of
that was her.
Of Imagine, and everyone's so mad about it. And like all the comedians are so mad about it, but I'm like, oh, am I gonna get in trouble for having the opposite of view? I'm like, the bitch was just trying to make a song. Why are you so fucking mad? Holy shit!
That is very funny.
I'm like, you get mad at carpool karaoke every day? Like, I mean,
I do. I get mad at carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you why I get mad at something like carpool karaoke, and I don't know if you're like me, but I just find it to be like the late night TV hosts. And you don't have to agree with me because, I'm one of these guys who my whole brand as a comedian is to say fuck you to the establishment.
Yeah.
Which screws me too, because Jimmy Fallon and James Corden and all those guys know that I hate them.
Right.
And so they're not going to have me on their show because they don't have the balls.
I'd be tuning in on any of them if they had you on. That's what they're missing, as far as I'm concerned.
And I can play the game too, because when I criticize these guys, and but when I meet them, I go, "Hey, I love your work." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I criticize them, but when I see them, I know that it's an opportunity. Actually, Jimmy Fallon was extremely nice to me. I did a video that he was part of. Corden, I haven't met. I don't like. But how are you staying sane?
Okay, wait. Can I just tell you something for the people that are listening? Your special taping was.
Were you there?
Of course, I was there.
I don't remember. Okay, thank you for coming to that.
Funniest, the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. It's the best special I've ever
That's
seen.
coming out soon.
When is it coming out? It's so
coming
incredible.
out. Yes, it's called For the Masses. For the Masses, and I should be here. For the Masses. It comes out in May, and Netflix passed on it. So
that's insane.
Yeah,
insane to me.
Yeah, because I don't have that demographic. They don't know that young people. It's Amazon. It's coming out on.
It's the best special I've ever seen.
Thank you so much.
I've never laughed that hard. It was so incredible. I'm so glad that I got to see it.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I filmed it at the Dynasty Typewriter, and it was packed, and people were great, and I was really on.
You were. I was crying laughing. I've never laughed that hard. There's something about you, like, it's like, you're like a force. It's not just like, there's nothing like, mathematical about like what you do. It's like, you're just like a freaking force that like you take in. It's amazing.
Thank you. I am not mathematical at all because I'm not a good joke writer. Are you a good joke writer?
I think I'm a good joke writer, yeah, but I'm also a mix. Like, I like to go wild like you also,
I know. That's why you're really good too.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, I oscillate. I like to have like a real kind of probably strict base to start from, and then I go out from there.
Right. You want and by the way, me and Blair right now are giving you civilians an inside, a behind the curtain look at what goes on. And the only reason we're doing that is because we're quarantined. You understand?
Yeah.
Or else we would keep that from you.
Otherwise, you troglodytes would never find the inside info.
We're both Italians.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I forget that you're Italian.
That's right.
Is it part of your identity?
Yeah. Well, I'm more, my dad's side is Sicilian, and my mom's side is Jewish, but I got more of the Italian culture growing up. So I'm very Italian. You know what I mean? I'm very Italian.
Yeah, I feel the Jews and the Italians are pretty similar.
That's true too. They are. They're both not well.
Yeah. They're both loud, very invasive.
Yes.
A lot of food-centric people,
Yes, food-centric.
Yeah.
By the way, I think this is a thing, and you tell me if you're doing this, but being quarantined, or, not going out a lot. I mean, I take my dogs out. We go to the park. Me and my wife go to the park. We take dogs out. We see some people there, blah, blah, blah. But I want to eat all the time now because I'm home.
Sick. It's absolutely ass nasty. I can't stay away from the food. All I'm thinking is I'm like, okay, don't eat for 2 hours, Blair. And then I'm like, 2 hours have gone by. It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes have gone by.
Same here.
Do you feel absolutely imprisoned by your phone? I mean, my eyes are bleeding. I'm like, am I ever going to experience a moment of life again outside of my fucking phone? I don't even know.
Yes, and there's such an addictive quality to like following it, like following everything and texting,
Yeah.
and it's just like, yeah, it's like food and phone, food and the phone.
It's so compulsive. It's crazy. I'm like, is any of my brain my own anymore? It really is like,
I know.
We are just like the collective.
It's so true. It's so true. You know what I try to do though, and I don't mean to brag about this, is that I have meditation, like I go to these guys on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Like Maharaj. My guy is a guy, you could subscribe to Phil Prim's, and it's a guy named Nisargadatta Maharaj, or Maharaj Nisargadatta, and it's a heavy-duty, like Eastern philosophy type meditation. Mm-hmm. And I try to do it, and part of my brain, as I'm listening to it, is like, part of my brain is listening, you know, like part of my brain is saying, yes, rest in infinite sleep. And then the other part of my brain is, I want to go on to the New York Times website and see how many people have died.
I'm sick for laughing. I am absolutely sick for laughing. But I just relate so deeply.
Yeah. I mean, most of my brain is like, Eddie, I know you're listening to this meditation tape now, but perhaps you can go on the New York Times website to see how Italy is overwhelmed.
I'm doing the same thing because I'm really into meditation as well. And I try, and like lately, since I've been in quarantine, it's become crazy because my brain is so intertwined with my phone. And I'm like, I wonder if that troll said anything on my video. What, you know, like,
oh yeah,
meditation. And I'm like, that's not peace. That is
that is not. Wouldn't it be funny? Wouldn't it be funny if there was a meditation teacher who was like, okay, folks, now I want you to close your eyes. Oh, you know what, folks? Maybe check your phones for a second. Like, how funny would that be? If there was a meditation teacher who was like, look, I think, you know, just breathing can only go on so long. Let's all check our phones and see if anyone's trolled us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let's go look for a virtual fight on the internet. How sick. How deeply sick.
Man. What are you doing to stay sane? When I exercise, I feel so much better.
Right. You know,
do you do that?
Chemical. Yeah, I've been exercising every day. I'm actually at my parents' house for the quarantine. So.
Oh, you know, by the way, you're from Orange County, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I think that's great that you're at your parents' house, because I feel like I really want to be near my family in New York, and you know, it's 3,000 miles away. I'm definitely not getting on a plane, and I'm not going to, you know, me and my wife aren't going to get into my Honda Element and like floor it 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
Like, baby, I feel like that's a Mad Max journey at this point with our 2 dogs and 2 cats. Like, you know, we all have goggles on.
Yeah.
We all have goggles on going to New York.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a weird time. Like, I'm in my 30s in my childhood bedroom, and I do feel
that's always weird.
It's fucking weird. I do feel like Mad Max, like, where I must protect my parents at all costs. Like, I'm not letting them go anywhere. Like, my mom had pneumonia a little while ago, and so I'm like, I have to go to the store. I have to do everything, gloves.
Oh, like, you're protecting everybody.
Yeah. So, that adds a whole other element of crazy. But yeah, I'm exercising. I did a virtual breathwork class this morning. I'm meditating.
Online?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and just trying to have 1 minute without me eating or tweeting. You know?
Right. Do you do the workout indoors or outdoors?
Well, I took up running. you know, because I was like, maybe I'll try running, and then my body is absolutely debilitated from like 2 runs. Like,
is
just
it?
like, oh my god, I have like my whole body is just riddled with arthritis from like 2 runs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've been having like achiness at night, and I immediately, by the way, go to, oh, I have it. I have the thing. I have the corona.
Yeah.
You know, and my wife is like, just calm
EFT
down.
tapping?
What?
Have you ever tried EFT tapping? I'm going to reveal myself as crazy right now.
What is that?
It's called emotional freedom technique, and like they use it, like they've used it a lot with war veterans in like releasing trauma or like fear or old things. So like,
oh yes,
yeah, and they have a lot of videos. So like, if I get scared, sometimes I'll do EFT tapping.
It's called EFT or EM.
EFT, emotional freedom technique.
Okay, because there's also something called EMDR. Have you ever heard of that?
Too.
Does that have to do with eye movement?
Yeah, it's either eye movement or they have these little buzzers that go in your hands. And it's
I did the hand buzzers many years ago.
Oh, you did?
No,
yeah,
I'm
it
kidding.
Actually really it works.
You know, hand buzzers were like a stupid joke. Like they were like a whoopee cushion, you know, hand buzzers. You would shake somebody's hand and have a hand buzzer and they would go, ah!
Yeah. They're really, oh my god, the most insane thing, Eddie, when I had my first session, they make you like tell them a good place, a good memory to go back to if shit goes like too south with like your bad memories. And my therapist was like, so like what's the best thing that's like your best memory you can go to? And my literal best memory was eating a hot dog. And the therapist was like, are you serious? There's you don't have any better memories at all?
I know. I get embarrassed when someone asks me, what are your good memories from childhood? I get embarrassed. I'm like, my best memory was finding a button. I found a button. I found a button on the street.
Why? Where? Why? What'd you do with it?
Oh well, I'm just saying that that I also don't have like eating the hot dog. Actually,
yeah.
You know what was a really nice memory that I had was going to the World's Fair. I don't know if people even know what that is, but in New York, I'm 61, so it was I mean, I know it looked good because of the bathing with lemons, etc. Right. But we went when I was like 8 years old. My dad took us to the World's Fair in Flushing Meadows in Queens, and I remember being really happy. But that was the only day.
Right.
So EMD. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember a lot. Like, do you have that? Where there's so much I don't remember?
Yeah. And then you have these friends who are like, they remember everything.
I feel like that's everyone I know. It gets creepier and creepier. Everyone's like, you don't remember that? And I'm like, is my brain okay? I don't know.
Right. But that's why we're better comics, because we have so much trauma, right, that we channel the trauma into our comedy. Whereas these people who have had, good or decent childhoods, they're not funny.
Do you think
they're not funny?
I would love to one day hear who you don't think is funny.
Do what?
One day I would love to hear offline who you don't think is funny.
Oh. Do you have a few hours? All right, I don't know if there's any questions. Hold on. Usually people are
sorry, yeah.
No, I don't see any questions. You know what? They're probably just intimidated by us. Somebody said David Spade not funny. I agree with that. Who
do you think is really funny?
Really funny?
Yeah.
Dana Gould is really, really funny. Aziz Ansari is not funny. Let's see. Who else is really? Todd Glass is hilarious. Maria Bamford. Who do you think is really, really funny? Rory Scovel is very
Rory
funny.
Scovel is incredible. I love Jessica Kirson.
I love Jessica Kirson too, and she's going to be a guest. I think it's Monday.
Oh, really? She's incredible. She makes me laugh so hard. Miss Pat, I think is like the best. Is incredible.
I don't know her. James Adomian.
Yeah, James Adomian's really funny.
Tim Dillon.
Yeah, Tim Dillon. Yamanika Saunders, I think, is so funny. Miss Pat, her Degenerate special was incredible.
Miss Pat, who is that? Miss Pat.
She's like this 50-year-old woman. She's just so funny. Hilarious.
Okay, I'm gonna look her up. I think we have a question or two. Hold on.
Okay.
How do I get off my ad account? I don't know. No, nothing good. All right, Blair.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
What have you been eating, Eddie? Anything good?
I was going to ask you the same thing, but I have been eating a lot of like yesterday. My staple is kind of like pasta and rice and beans. Dried goods.
What kind of pasta?
Well, I'm vegan, so
yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so any kind of pasta that doesn't have egg in it, I just like, you're Italian, so I love the variety. Like, it's hilarious that I love the variety of shapes. Like, I love the elbows, I love the fuselli, I love, as a matter of fact, I went to this deli on Magnolia here in Burbank, and they had these large shells, and I love large shells.
Yeah, it's so crazy. When anyone asks me like celebration or like what I want to do for fun, it always comes back to pasta. It's like the one true thing I care about. It brings me so much joy. Really.
I know, and what a tragedy it is that, especially as you get older, you can't eat like you can't eat like I used to, eat a tray of lasagna. God, my grandmother, my Sicilian grandmother, man, she made the best lasagna.
Yeah, my dad makes all the pasta from scratch, everything, and pizza from scratch. Yeah, and it's crazy because, I'll just come home and stick my face in, a trough. You know what I mean? I won't even breathe or look up for, 15 minutes.
So you're eating pasta from scratch right now?
No, I mean, not right now, but...
not right now, but
yeah.
You're staying with your parents, right?
Yeah. I'm eating a lot of good food, and I'm hoping to come out of it okay,
My grandmother, unfortunately, was killed by people I owed money to. Anyway, I had to give a name.
Thanks for telling me that. That's good. I will. I'll keep that secret, and I'm sure all our friends will too.
Blair, I want to thank you so much for coming on.
What a treat! This made my quarantine. The virus was worth it.
The virus was worth it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And me.
Yes, stay healthy, stay safe, okay?
Okay, you too. Bye, Eddie.
Bye, Blair.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody. That was Blair Socci. Now, as I mentioned before, we have James Adomian tomorrow. Can you believe that? And by then, there'll probably be 15,000 cases of coronavirus. Please, contribute to me on my Venmo account. My Ko-Fi is in my bio here on Instagram. You could donate. It just keeps me going. Us live performers, we have nowhere to go now. I want to thank Blair again, and we'll see you next time live from the bunker. See you, everybody.